What is up, guys? ABkayCkay here, aka Ckay, and today I'm going to be doing a well and needed update video for my plugin PixelmonGym or PixelGym, and basically a tutorial video. We're going to go over everything, all the new features, all the old features, just basically a totally fresh new tutorial video. So let's get started. So when you start up, when you put the plugin in the plugins folder, you go to here, plugins, it's in there. So what I'm going to do is, just to totally refresh, when you do reload the server or restart the server, it will have this folder here, PixelmonGym. I'm just going to delete it so we can go through that process again. So I'm going to slash, in fact I'm not OP, so we'll do it through console. There we go, it's reloaded from console, right, and then it'll show up here PixelmonGym again. So straight off you'll have these files. So badges has nothing in yet, data has nothing in yet, and logs has nothing in yet. That's totally fine. So if you go to config, this is where you're going to start. So when you start up, you can choose quite a few things that are vital, obviously, before you actually start using it on the server as such. Now, so I'm sure you saw here, ignore what it showed it twice, but basically it's showing join messages, and this is my custom join server message. But it's saying, like, do gym list. You can disable and enable that in the config, stuff like that. So we'll go down. So if you see here in the chat where it says the PixelmonGym plugin dev, it says PixelmonGym at the start in brackets. You can change that, so you can change it to your server name. It'll basically replace the text in there. Then you can, so we'll change that to tutorial. That's about right. Then you got join message, so you can disable the join messages, which is the messages that you specify below. So it's like put them in chat there, but you specify them below, so you can change them. So you can change them in here. Now just be aware that don't use single quotations. So like I've done gym list, I've done double quotations. That's fine. If you use single quotations, it'll get confused with what to put in. So yeah. Then you got join message free. So you've got /gym. That's it. So you've got 3 messages. I think 3 is good and not to spam. If you don't want one of them, you can just leave it blank with space in the quotations. Like, let's do this one just because it's easier. Like so, like that, if you want to, but we'll leave it. Alright, and then is gym healing allowed on the server? So people, gym leaders can do /gym heal, and it'll heal their Pokemon only, so it prevents them healing anyone else's Pokemon. So if you want them to be able to, leave that to true. If you don't, set it to false. So do you want there to be a scoreboard feature? So when you open a gym, I'll just quickly show this. Gym open gym 1. I need to do /gym scoreboard to refresh things, right? So it says open gyms is rock. So the rock gym is open, and it shows that. So if you want to totally disable that scoreboard, you can do. So now this is important. What permission plugin do you use? So for me, I use PEX on this, I think. Yeah. So we're going to set group manager to false and put PEX to true. That's important, and we'll get to that later. Now, do you want the user to be added to a certain group? So basically there's a command where you can add a gym leader. You have the option for it to give them the Pokemon that you set in the config for each gym. You can get it to add them to a group that you have, like gym leader group or an Elite Four group, or you can have it just set permissions to that player specifically. So here you can choose enable group means that you want it to add them to a group instead of give them all the permissions to open their gym. And in the gym leader group, it would need PixelmonGym.leader. Basically, all it would add to the player is the gym number, so it enables them to open a certain gym uniquely. If you find that a bit confusing, just comment below and I'll explain it further. Or if I will be updating the Bucket dev page, so I'll try explain that a bit more. But so then you've got this is the group that it adds them to. So if you have a gym leader group, if it's called gym leader, then fine, it'll add it to the gym leader group. So that's the group name that it looks for. Okay, so let's say if you want it to give it the Pokemon, so you set true. So if you have a defined Pokemon for every gym leader, but for a certain gym, so say every rock gym leader has the same Pokemon, you can get it automatically to give the same Pokemon. You can set the levels in the config as well. But if you don't, if different gym leaders have different Pokemon, so say one rock gym leader had like Golem in it and then another one didn't, and then set that to false, and then you'll have to add them manually. So this is the gym configuration, so it basically explains quite a lot here. But so this is gym 1. There's 32 gyms, and they're basically all named like this: so gym 1, gym 2, etc. And that means what name it is. So the rock. So as I opened the gym in game, it said it was rock because it's called rock there. If I changed that, it would be different. So you can change that to whatever you want. So let's do so, I guess. Let's call it tutorial rock, right? In fact, let's not do that. I know there's a character length maximum on the scoreboard, so we'll do rock 2 just to be, safe. Because I can't think of anything better. Then you've got the gym color, so you'll see that the rock gym in chat and on the scoreboard is grey. That's because that's AND7. So I wanted to change that to gold. I'd change that to 6. Do you want gym 1 to be enabled all? So basically there's 32 gyms in config, but to stop it spamming chat when you do certain commands, only the first 8 are enabled by default. So if you want the gym enabled, for the first 8, you'll probably they are set to true, so just leave them to true. But if you want to have more gyms, you can do so by just enabling them, because every single gym, so gym 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 32, have this setting, so you can enable or disable any gym. Yep. And gym 1 badge, this is new. I've not actually added commenting here yet, but I don't think it's needed. As long as you watch this video, you should be fine. Basically, there's a virtual badge system where basically people can't lose their badges, and it shows them in a badge showcase. And this is the item ID of the item now, because I'm not running a Pixelmon server. I've just got this set to 1, and by default it is set to these. But what you need to do is you need to find the item IDs of the the badges and set them to that. Make sure there's no quotations though, because I've noticed that the quotations seem to affect the integer, which is a number. So you'd have that like that, have the item ID, which is again a number for the badge, and when you do /gym C and the play name, it will show the badges. Now I don't have any here because I haven't won any badges, but we'll get to that later and we'll show you some, how you can win badges and whatnot. Okay, so then you've got the level cap, so it says 25 here, so if you just do /gym list, you've got a list of all the gyms. So you got the rock gym, again that's grey as well, it's called rock gym, it's open because we have it open. It says the level cap is 25, that is from this part here in the config, so the level cap is 25. Again, you can change that, it'll change in the gym list. Okay, Then you've got all the gym Pokemon. So if you enable to give Pokemon to the gym leaders, this is where you change them. So you've got all these Pokemon. What I've done here is, if you don't want any Pokemon given, just leave it blank. It will try to do the command, but it just won't give it them. So Tortuga, so you can have like 16 1 Pokemon in the Rock Gym. You can have as many as you want. Well, up to 6 obviously, because there's only 6 Pixelmon in a team. So yeah, you set the name of the Pokemon. This has to be spelled perfectly. I think it might be case sensitive, and then the level, and then that'll put it into context automatically, put it in a command string, and work like that. Then you have gym rules. So for each gym you have rules. Again, this is pretty self-explanatory. You type in these quotations, your rules, and so I'm going to do /gym rules gym 1. It basically displays that. So if I change that and reload it, it would just basically display them there. As well as a little tip, you can do /gym send rules gym 1 and then the player, and it will basically, player is basically the challenger. So if they haven't seen the rules, you can send the gym rules to someone. So that's pretty cool. And then you basically got the same for all the other gyms. So again, you got the gym name, the gym color code, the badge item ID, if it's enabled, the overall level cap, and then each Pokemon in their level, and the 5 rules. So you've got this for all of them now, which is pretty crazy. And then you scroll down to the bottom, you got the Elite 4 section. So what you want to call the Elite 4, just call that Elite 4. I added this in just because, you know. Then there has to be an abbreviation to fit on the scoreboard, because there is a character limit. So if you want to use the Elite 4, because basically also there's a way to totally disable the command. But if you do /E4 open, so it's like gym, but basically E4 open E4. So starts like this, E4 1. It says it's open. It sets the number to 101. It just made sense to me. It says ice, so it's getting the name from here. It's getting the color code, and it says ice E4. So it's getting this abbreviation, and then people know that it's the Elite 4. Because if I added that, it would be too many characters and crash the server. So you got that for 4 Elite 4s, and do not touch these. These are just setting the defaults for like if gyms are closed or not. I should maybe move them to a different file, but it's fine. Just don't touch them. So yeah, so if we save this, I know we didn't really do anything, but then we can do gym close all. So that closes all the gyms that you have open. So if I had more than one gym open, it close it. Or we can just do E4 close E4 1. Okay. And then the ice Elite 4 is now closed, and that's all good. And then if we do PixelGym reload, config reloaded, now it's changed the prefix to tutorial. Do gym open gym 1. It says here the rock gym is now open in gold, but on the scoreboard it doesn't. That's because what you need to do is you need to actually reload the server for the scoreboard to update. So if you just do I need to do it through console because I'm not OP, reload, boom, and then gym open gym 1, and then gym scoreboard, boom, rock 2 in gold. So there you go. That's all good. Now people have mentioned this as well. The dev book is like the advertisement link for information. That's literally the way it's there. It only shows that for the people that are opening and closing the gyms, not anyone else. So it's just for help on the plugin. So basically, if people that aren't gym leaders or don't have any permissions to the plugin, won't ever see it. So yeah. So basically, then let's do /gym. This is all the commands. There's quite a lot, I know. So send your gym list by entering gym leaders. So currently I have it set that I don't appear on the gym leaders list, but what will happen, it will show you all the gyms that someone is a part of. So anyone that has, like, say, the permission PixelmonGym.gym1, if they have that, it'll put that there. It'll say their username, and it'll say they are Rock2 gym leader, because that's what we've got it set to. Again, with Gym 2, I think Gym 2 is grass in the config, so it'd say like your username and then grass gym leader. Okay, so that's basically all the online gym leaders. Okay, so then we've shown gym rules and all that. So then we got gym check and gym position. So if I do gym check gym 1 now, so it says the queue size for Rock gym is 0. Now that's because I have permission to open the Rock gym. If I didn't, then it would say you're not in the queue. But because I am, well, because I'm the leader of it, it then tells me. So it tells me that there's no one in the queue. So if I did gym join gym 1, it says added to queue 1, Rock 2. You are in position 1 for the Rock 2 gym. Notify gym leaders of gym 1, i.e. Rock 2, that you are waiting to be battled. So this is a queue system, and you are put in a queue. Whoever enters first gets pulled through to the gym first. So it says, the challenger has joined queue 1, Rock 2. Type /gym next gym 1 to teleport them to your gym. Now if I did that command, /gym next gym 1, as a gym leader, because this is only being sent to the gym leader, this blue part, because I am a gym leader, it's sending it to me as well. Basically, all I'd want to do is, you want to do /gym set warp gym 1. So it said set warp gym 1. Now to prove this works, if I do gym warp gym 1, it takes you there. So now all gym leaders can use this to get to their gym or whatever if they want. It's kind of a hidden command, but yeah, it's there. I use it there just to prove, and make sure warps work and stuff. So that's basically where a challenger would teleport into a gym. So say the gym leader stands here. This is where I've set the challenger spawn into. Now, if before I do this, what I'm going to do is you need to set spawn as well. So say when there's then a command where you set if the challenger won the gym or lost the gym battle. So let's set spawn. So say over here, this gym set warp spawn, and it all has to be lowercase. That's just how it is. And there. So you set spawn. Now when you do /gym next gym 1, it pulls the first person. So to the gym leader, it'll say getting the first player from gym 1. And then it'll say make sure you type /gym lost gym 1 player or gym win gym 1 player. So it's telling you like after they have won or lost the battle. So they need it to join gym 2 queue if they won, and it teleports them out of your gym. So that's why you set the spawn warp, because it's basically saying, well, if they've won or lost, it'll teleport them out of your gym to that location. So and then it says to the player, teleport to gym 1, welcome to Rock 2 gym, Rock 2 gym rules. So it sends me the rules as well when you teleport in, and I'm in the location that it takes you. Now if I do /gym lost gym 1 ABkayCkay, so that's basically saying I lost gym 1 and the challenger was ABkayCkay. So ABkayCkay lost the battle, not the gym leader lost the battle. Okay, you can also do L or lose. So we'll do L gym 1, right? So I lost it. Okay, so unlucky, you lost that gym battle. Not to worry, you can challenge the gym again in an hour. Type /gym join gym 1 when the hour is finished. To check how long left on your cooldown, type /gym join gym 1. So it successfully teleported me out of the gym. and this is what it says to the gym leader: you are now ready for the next battle. Okay, so it's basically removing from the queue and stuff. So if I do gym join gym 1, it says I have to wait 59 minutes before I can try battle the gym again. So there's a global kind of cooldown on each gym, and when that hour cools down, it's obviously I can join back. So if I disconnect from the server also, because there used to be an issue where if you just leave the server, it skips cooldown. So if I join back, when it loads, so I've got a few things to show you. Right, so it said I joined the game. Also notice something else. The gym is no longer open. Because I was the last gym leader online, it closes the gym. So say there is 2 rock gym leaders online, okay? They both have the permission PixelmonGym.gym1, okay? One of them logs out, it'll stay open because there's another player online. But once the second player logs out and there's no one else on the server with that permission, it'll close that gym if it's open. That's pretty cool. So with that said, we don't need to reopen it really. So you can, because also you can join a queue without it being open, which may be changed in the future now I think about it, but I'm not too bothered. Anyway, so you do gym join gym 1, you still have to wait 58 minutes, so a minute's passed since then. So that kind of sucks. So basically, then if I try to do gym join gym 2, so it says you cannot join the gym queue of gym 2 because you do not have the previous badge in brackets gym 1. So if I haven't won gym 1, I can't join the gym 2 queue, which is fair enough. Alright, okay, so let's do we're gonna have to reload the server to skip the cooldown time. That is a way you can, but obviously no, not just anyone can reload the server. So gym join gym 1, gym next gym 1, teleports me to there, gym win gym 1, ABkayCkay, boom. Okay, so teleported to gym 1, So teleported out of gym 1, congrats, you won the gym 1 badge. Now you can join the gym 2 queue with gym join gym 2, which is the grass gym. And it says to the gym leader that you teleported them out of the gym again. Then in chat it broadcasts a message saying so and so has won the rock gym, which people like because it's like a shout out. So I did that. Now when you go to the files again, you can close this. Now so let's go to badges. So it says here players. Now this number is my username's unique ID. So basically, the reason it saves a unique ID, user ID, sorry, it basically is because if someone changes their username, they will still have their badges to the name because their unique user ID never changes on that account. And it says I have won the gym 1 badge. Okay, so that's cool. Then if you go to logs, it then says here, so leader. So seeing as I was a leader, ABkayCkay, because I'm like the only one on this server. So for gym 1, which is what we've all just been doing the commands for, it gives you the day and the time, and it says the challenger lost the gym. Remember? And then I reloaded the server. I went in again, and I won it. So basically, it prints out a log for each leader. Basically, if I did gym 2, it would say gym 2, and it print out the logs of who won, who lost, and the times and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool, and that works quite well. Then also if you go to data, we've got the warp, so we've got gym 1 and spawn. Okay. Right. Next part. So we've won that gym. So now we can do this gym again. So if we do gym join gym 2. So we're in the grass gym queue now. Okay. Now we can do /gym gym check gym 2. So you are currently in position 0 for grass gym. Now the way lists work is that 0 is the number 1 spot for some reason. So I've typed, if you are in position 0, this means you are ready to be chosen at the front of the queue. The queue size for the grass gym is 1. So basically there's 1 player in the gym, but for the list reasons, it says, you know, you're in position 0. Now, I could maybe make it into just so it's +1, but to keep it simple, I've done it this and just explained what it means. Okay, so you can check your position with that, right? And then you can leave the queue as well. So you can do gym leave, gym 2, and now you've successfully been removed for gym 2 queue, and you're no longer in the queue and you won't be teleported. So I did that again. It basically doesn't say I'm in it, but it's I'm a leader of gym 2. Saying the queue sizes for the grass gym is 0, so there's no one in the queue. Right, so that's pretty much it for the default commands, other than, which doesn't seem to be on this list. Maybe because I think actually because I have certain permissions. Gym C, ABkayCkay. So here, you'll remember earlier, I had nothing in here, but now because I've won gym 1, it set the item ID, which was 1 in the config, if you remember, and it set this in here. Now if I try to click this or remove it, I cannot. So this is like a display case of your badges, and it can't be lost, you know. So basically, this is a way to totally have virtual badges on your server and never have them lost. Never have them given to anyone else to like say, oh yeah, I've won the gym, etc. Don't, you know, it prevents people from selling them on a market or whatever. So that works quite well. So then, let's say you got /E4 as well. It's kind of the same, you know, gym E4 leaders list, all that sort of thing. So E4 list, blah blah blah, whatever. Okay. Then you've got /PixelGym. Okay. So this is the admin command. So you've got PixelGym check config. So you got play join messages set to true. You got scoreboard active. You got the gym leader healing. You got the elite 4 enabled. You got it to give Pokemon, and the permissions plugin being used. So then if we did PixelGym add leader ABkayCkay to gym 5. Okay, so now if I show you console really quickly, so here you'll see it says permission PixelGym.leader added and permission PixelGym.gym5 added. So it's giving me the permissions. Now it says all these unknown commands. That's because I'm not using a Pixelmon server. If you're using a Pixelmon server, it would do PokeGive. So that's what that is basically. So it says you've been set as a psychic leader, do /gym, and then it's do gym open, gym 5, blah blah blah. Psychic gym is open. Just use gym scoreboard again. Boom. Okay, and that's pretty much it. It's the same, works same with deleting a leader, and you've got the gym close all and E4 close all. That's pretty much it for commands. The last thing is with signs. Let's get a sign. Let's go just here. Let's do gym status. So it needs to be gym status, capital G, capital S, then the gym, and then number. So gym 1. That will say that is closed, and this basically updates every second. So gym status, gym 5, because we've got that open. Psychic gym is open. Rock 2 gym is closed. Gives you the color codes as well, and it gets you the level cap as well from the config. So that's pretty much it for now. If you have any major requests, let me know. I hope that's covered pretty much everything. I can't think of anything else that needs to be covered. So yeah, I hope you like the work that I've done. I know there's a lot of commands now, and there's a lot of process to setting gym badges with this whole new virtual system. However, I believe it is quite well done. I mean, in the future, I might make a way to disable, like, you don't have to have the previous badge to join a queue. But for now, it works, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So this is like the first official like build completely that I'm happy with. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, let me know.